Hey guys, it is time for your next music assignment, and it's still building on composing and reading rhythms. So you should be getting pretty good at this by now. So the video is going to move a little faster and be more of a reminder. Um, this is very similar to what you did last week. There's going to be one little change at the end. So you are again going to write four measures of rhythm in 4/4 time. So the first thing you're going to do is put your 4/4 time signature. Um, remember, I'm writing with my touchpad on my Chromebook, so if it gets a little wonky, forgive me, please. You can choose from, let me look at my list, Tati, Takatika, Tatika, and Shti. Those are the ones that we're using right now. We'll be adding more later. Um, so when you're composing, remember there's no right or wrong answer about what comes next. It's just what do you think sounds good next? You are the composer, so you have complete control over that. If you write something and then read it back and decide you don't like it, you can change it. Okay. The only thing you cannot do is copy mine. Okay. You be a composer, you write your own. You've got to make sure you have four beats and a measure, bar lines where they belong. So let me get mine going here. So I'm going to start with Tatika. Oop, it does that every once in a while, and I really can't figure out what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to start with Tatika, ta, and I think I'm going to repeat that because sometimes a little bit of repetition can be nice. You just don't want it to get super repetitive or it gets kind of boring. So ta tika ta. That's four beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a bar line. I hope you knew that. Remember, make your bar lines way taller than your ta so it doesn't just look like another ta. I have room to write my complete next measure here, so I'm going to keep going on this line. Remember, if you don't have room to complete all four beats here, you can't start here. You've got to keep your measures together. Since I have enough room, I'm going to keep going on this line. If I did not have enough room for four beats, I would go down to the next line to start this measure. So I want Takatika. I think I'm going to do another Takatika. Takatika, Takatika. Remember when you're doing these Takatikas, put 2 bars across the top to show their 16th notes. And then we have, I'm going to do a T. And I think I'll do a Tati. So that's 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a bar line. Now that obviously is not room for a whole measure. It's room for a beat, but I can't put one beat here and then the rest of them down here. I'm not allowed to do that. So I'm going down, and I'm not going to scrunch it right up against this. I'm going to leave some space. You do not have to write the time signature again. The time signature only has to be at the beginning. Let's see. Let's do ta, ta, ti. Oops. What's that thing? I can't figure that out. T. Ah. And I'm going to do another T. I like the bouncy way it feels when you get more than one T in a row. T. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. So another bar line. And I said 4 measures. So far I've got 1 measure. You know you're at the end of the measure when you get to a bar line. 2 measures. 3 measures. So I need one more. I'm trying to make sure I use everything. I think I have. I'm going to do a tati. I'm going to do a takatika. And I'm going to do a sti-ta at the end. So there's my sti, it's beat 3, and ta for beat 4. Now, that's 4 beats in this measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so now I need a bar line, but this time it's the very end of the whole thing. So not just a regular bar line. This time I need a double bar line. Double bar line means the end. Okay? So I'm going to read this through. We're not going to do measure by measure this week because we've been practicing it a lot, and I don't feel like you need it measure by measure this week. You can back the video up as many times as you need to practice it. I'll do this twice with you. You can just listen the first time and then try with me the second time. I've got my metronome to keep the beat. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta tika ta, ta tika ta. Taka tika taka tika shti ta ti ta. Ta ti shti shti ta ti. Taka tika shti ta. How did you do? Okay, I'm going to do it one more time with you. Remember, if you need to do it more, back the video up and do it as many times as you want. You don't have to, let me stop that. You don't have to be able to say mine perfectly, okay? Just be able to say it well enough that when you do your own, you'll know how to do each beat, each rhythmic choice, okay? So let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta tika ta, ta tika ta. Taka tika taka tika shti ta ti ta. Ta ti shti shti ta. Taka tika shti ta. All right. So if you want to practice it some more, back it up and do it as many times as you feel like you need to do it. Now, last week we clapped and said it after this step. This week you're going to play it on a percussion instrument while you say it. Now, some of you are thinking, I don't have an instrument. You don't have to have a real instrument. Percussion instrument is anything that makes it sound when you hit it. Okay? So, let me show you some examples. Let's see. I can get 2 pens, and I've got a wipes container right here. And I can percussion instrument. I'm hitting it. It's making it sound. So something like that will work. What else? Well, this might be interesting. It's a little staple remover. That's a cool one. Whatever you can find around your house. So I want you to pause the video. Don't get something that you don't have permission to hit, okay? Some people's moms will let them use pots and pans and spoons. Some moms won't want you to do that. If you can't find anything, then use your hands and tap on the table or your legs, okay? Pause the video, go find your percussion instrument, and then start the video back up. Okay, you must be back because you've started the video back up. I am going to use the wipes container with the pens because you'll be able to see that it's up high enough. Let me get my pens back out. I put them away. I love my flare pens. Okay, so this time we're going to play it. So if you do a takatika, you're going to alternate hands. Takatika. If you do shti, shti. Okay? Takatika. So anything you say gets a tap except sh. That's what I never used. I never used a quarter rest. That's okay. So let me get the metronome going. I can't point with my dot right now because I'm using my hands. So follow along with your eyes. You're going to play your instrument and say it. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta tika ta, ta tika ta, ta tika ta tika sh ti ta ti ta, ta ti sh ti sh ti ta ti ta tika sh ti ta. How did you do? So, and again, you don't have to be able to do mine perfectly. Practice it until you're comfortable enough that you feel like you can do your assignment. When you do your assignment, don't copy mine. Okay, be a composer. Don't be a copier. So you are going to write 4 measures, 4/4 time signature. You can use ta, ta, ti, takatika, ta, tika, sh, ti, and sh. Okay, so that's a quarter rest. This one, I didn't use it anywhere, but there it is. After you write it, say it. After you can say it well, then say it and play it. Okay? Always remember, I need you to click turn in Google Classroom so that I know you did your work. So that when it's time for report cards, I can write down that you did a great job. You did all your assignments. Okay? All right, guys. Have fun with it. Remember, mistakes are okay as long as you're trying. Don't ever forget that. Whether you're here or at home, always remember mistakes are okay as long as you're trying. Bye.